In the small village of Ipetimodu, nestled deep within the heart of Nigeria, lived a man named Odineo. He was a kind-hearted farmer known for his generosity and hardworking nature. Despite his virtues, Odineo had one glaring flaw that overshadowed all his good qualities: his breath. Odineo's mouth odor was so potent that it could send the bravest souls running for cover. His breath had the stench of rotten eggs mixed with decayed fish, a combination so vile that people avoided him at all costs. Despite his attempts to mask it with chewing herbs and constantly drinking water, nothing seemed to work. The villagers began to refer to him as Odineo the Skunk, a nickname that, although cruel, stuck due to the undeniable truth behind it. Children would giggle and run away whenever he approached, while adults made polite excuses to avoid long conversations. Yet, Odineo remained blissfully unaware of the true extent of his problem, attributing the behavior of others to his intense work ethic and his rough appearance. One fateful day, the village chief announced a grand festival to celebrate the harvest. It was a time of joy and community, with dancing, singing, and feasting. Odineo, ever eager to participate and share in the festivities, decided he would attend. He hoped this would be the chance to finally bond with his fellow villagers. As the festival drew nearer, Odineo made extra efforts to prepare. He bought new clothes, polished his shoes, and even saved up to buy a special mouthwash from the city market. He was determined to make a good impression. On the day of the festival, the village square was filled with vibrant colors and the sounds of laughter and music. Odineo arrived, feeling confident and optimistic. He greeted people warmly, but as the evening progressed, it became clear that his problem persisted. Conversations with him were cut short, and he noticed people subtly covering their noses or stepping back as he spoke. Feeling dejected, Odineo found a quiet corner of the square and sat down. He watched as the villagers danced and enjoyed themselves, a sense of loneliness creeping over him. Just as he was about to leave, an elderly woman named Mama Ifonsitan approached him. She was known for her wisdom and kindness, often regarded as the village's grandmother. Odineo, she said softly, sitting beside him, why do you sit here alone on such a joyous night? Odineo sighed deeply. Mama, I do not understand why people avoid me. I have tried everything to be part of this community, but it seems I am always pushed away. Mama Ifonsitan looked at him with compassionate eyes. My dear, have you ever considered that it might be something you are unaware of that is causing this? Odineo shook his head, genuinely puzzled. What do you mean, Mama? Taking a deep breath, she decided to address the issue directly but gently. Odineo, your breath, it carries a strong odor that people find difficult to be around. Odineo was stunned. He had never realized that his breath was the root of his social isolation. Embarrassment and shame washed over him. I didn't know, he whispered, his voice breaking. Mama Ifonsitan placed a comforting hand on his shoulder. There is no shame in not knowing. But now that you do, you can find a way to remedy it. I have a remedy that has been passed down through generations. It might help. She led Odineo to her modest hut and prepared a concoction made from local herbs, roots, and leaves. The mixture was thick and had a strong, earthy smell. This may taste bitter, but it will help cleanse your mouth and stomach. Odineo took the mixture and drank it, grimacing at the taste. Mama Ifonsitan gave him a bundle of the herbs to chew on regularly and instructed him on a diet that included more fruits and vegetables to aid his digestion. Over the next few weeks, Odineo followed Mama Ifonsitan's advice diligently. Slowly but surely, the change was noticeable. The pungent odor that once repelled everyone began to fade. People in the village started to notice the difference and greeted him more warmly. Children no longer ran away, and adults began to engage in longer conversations with him. At the next village meeting, Odineo stood up to speak. For the first time in years, people listened attentively without recoiling. He thanked Mama Ifansitan for her wisdom and shared his experience, hoping to inspire others to seek help for their problems instead of suffering in silence. The village of Ipetimodu learned a valuable lesson about kindness and understanding that day. Odineo's story became a legend, a reminder that even the most daunting problems can be overcome with a little help and a lot of determination. Odineo's transformation not only improved his life but also strengthened the bonds within the community, proving that true strength lies in unity and compassion.